Let's make a BBC. Hello, welcome to another episode of Let's Make a Cocktail. My name is Bob, and behind the camera we have Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
He's never going to go for the French thing. Just to let you know, we are not professional barmen. If you've seen any of our videos before, you'll probably understand that. You'll recognize that immediately. Anyway, so this week we are going to make a BBC, which has got nothing to do with the Great British Broadcasting Corporation or any other abbreviation you may be familiar with or not. In fact, what BBC stands for is Brandy, Benedictine and Cream. And they're the three ingredients with a little bit of nutmeg. So there's not much else to say. So I guess we just crack on, don't we, Jeff?
I think so, yeah.
I think we do as well. Right, so this is really, really easy, says the man who's never actually made it before. So let's wait and see what can go wrong. But it's basically 45 mils or 1.5 ounces of each ingredient. So we're going to start with the Benedictine. Jay?
Yes?
What is Benedictine?
I know what it is, but why don't you discuss it in your box?
Yeah, let's stick it in the box. And there's the first mistake: is I need to get the shaker, don't I? So there's the shaker. We only need a little glass bit. So we have got 1.5 ounces of 45 mils of Benedictine, which we will discuss later what Benedictine is. So that is now done with. It's French. I can tell you it's French, Jason.
From France?
That's correct. That's most things that are French are.
Get on.
Oh, they could be from Canada, but they'd be Canadian. Right, the brandy is also French. That goes in. And then the only other ingredient, it's not the only other liquid ingredient you need is fresh British double cream. It doesn't have to be British, but it does have to be fresh. And it does have to be cream. So another 45 mils. I'm not a massive cream fan, Jay.
Are you not?
Mm-mm. So I've no idea how I'm going to take to this.
Well, it hasn't got any alcohol in it, has it?
Stick that in there. Also, cream and alcohol.
Oh.
Interesting noise.
I'd like to say something.
What?
We're doing 45, 45, 45.
Pourquoi?
Millilitres.
Yeah.
Yeah. The recipe could be 30, 30, 30. It's just equal parts. But for the size of the glass we've gone with 45, 45, 45.
Because it fills it better.
Because it fills it better.
You would have felt cheated had it been like half a glass. Now, we are going to put some ice in this before we shake it. Move out of the way. Oh, no, I need you there, actually. I'm going to move you out of the way. 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That, of course, will depend on your size of ice cube, but that's what we're going to do. Get in there. 6. Pour it in. On the top. And here we go. How many seconds?
15 for us, please.
You count.
I will do.
Okay, we've got 15 seconds to tell you all about Benedictines. Not much to say. It's got nothing to do with Benedictine monks. It was invented in the 19th century by Alexander le Grand. He was a French guy, and it's a mixture of 27 different herbs, spices, berries, etc., whatever you're going to put in there, spices, and it's a liqueur. I don't know how professional barmen cope when they're doing that all night, because it gets really, really cold.
Yes, well, maybe we should get you some mittens or something.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But if you are a professional barman and you're watching this, first of all, why? But do let us know how you cope with that cold. One day that's going to smash, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, put that to one side. We're now going to need a chilled glass.
Okay. No magic.
No magic.
But I will go and get one.
Okay. But as if by magic, one has appeared. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to strain this one just because we don't want any little bits of ice in there. So hopefully, Jason, this should fill this beautifully. That's really nicely chilled. And it really is worth chilling your glass. If you can be bothered, if you've got a freezer that's big enough, do it. It makes a hell of a difference. Right, here we go. The BBC. Oh.
That'll do you.
That's all of it.
Yeah, should use Hawthorne strainer as well, shouldn't we?
Really?
Yeah.
Did some come through?
No, nothing came through. Just more that you don't end up with that pile of ice there.
It's fine. Right. Who's going first this time, me or you?
You go first. You don't think you're going to like it, do you?
No, I don't think I'm going to like
you
it at
haven't
all.
garnished it.
So the last thing you need to do, if you've got a microplane and proper whole nutmeg, you can just microplane it, which is a nice bit of theatre. Otherwise, if you like us, just get a bit of ground nutmeg.
Don't go mad.
I'm not going mad. I can't stand nutmeg. It's another reason I don't think I'm going to like this one. Right. Yeah, it smells like nutmeg and cream. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Is it nice?
Oh, my God.
This happens to you a lot, doesn't it?
Thank you very much. We're done now.
That does happen to you a lot. You look at the ingredients and you think you're not going to like it, don't you?
Oh, that is naughty. That is so. I love White Russians, and that is.
I like it.
Possibly nicer. The get off.
Very, very creamy.
Yeah, it's very. It is obviously it's very creamy.
It's got cream in it.
It's got cream in it and nutmeg. It really is that simple. So as long as you've got the right equipment, you can make one of these really easy. So thank you very much for watching. Keep a lookout for more videos. If you've got any comments about what we're doing, nice or not nasty, but even if it's constructive criticism, we're very, very open to them. So please do leave a comment, and we will see you next time. Au revoir.